Queen Egbo has declared for the WNBA draft. What does this mean for Baylor women's basketball? Now they're for sure down to 10 players, assuming Nalissa Smith declares for the WNBA draft, which I think she will at some point. Why would she want to risk the number one overall pick for next year's draft when she's number one this year and for sure a top 3 pick? They only have 3 forwards three forwards out of those 10 players if you don't include the 6'1", 6'2" guards coming in for Baylor women's basketball. They obviously need to hit the transfer portal at forward and center now to get more depth in general. But there's almost 750 players, but it will be more as the offseason continues, obviously. So there's bound to be some players that Baylor women's basketball will get. I would say no more than 4, but no less than 2, because they need the depth in the front court, especially. And I trust Nikki Collin and her staff to find the right players for the system and just to get more depth for next year, because I think the depth will be better next year, and they don't want to deal with the same depth issue 2 years in a row. Why would you want to deal with that 2 years in a row when you could actually get more depth? My only 3 known stars would be Sarah Andrews, obviously, Jamie Asbury, and Kaylin Bickle. I could totally see Jalen Owen starting next year, but it could be one of those incoming guards. But as for the other spot, I think it's Kyla Abraham, who has the more size and is a better player than Kendra Gillespie, in my opinion. Though Kendra Gillespie is a little more experienced, but not by much. But I think it probably will be a transfer, so you don't have to rush either one of those 2 players. But we'll see what happens in the offseason, and I'll give an update on that. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get me up to 400 subscribers or more by the end of this year.